Chris Jenkins with CharlotteVibe.com, and today I have the luxury of having the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. I'm going to say that because I'm going to mess with you because I know you're a humble dude. The one and only Kawann Short. Thank you for coming, sir.
Appreciate you having me, Chris.
Hey, I got to just start off a little out of order with my notes. Some of the fans mostly talk about national attention. And I was like, man, you were delayed today by NBC, had you to do something. Do you feel all the national attention coming to you guys? I mean, I know it's Sunday night football.
Of course, man. This is what we signed up for. I mean, we know we come out here and we do what we're capable of, and now we're 5-0 right now. A lot of attention is going to jump up on us, but we still that humble team, and we still got our eyes on the prize.
Yeah. So about that NFC award, because I know I'm gonna teach you about it a little bit because you're so humble about it. Do you get like a certificate, a trophy, a football? Like, what do you get? Anything physical or tangible when you win that award?
Just recognition, man. That's pretty much it. But
no award.
No award. I guess it's it's what you work for. Man. So just knowing that you got a recognition all over the world, and you're that player of the week. So.
They send you those FedEx envelopes when you do something wrong, but you don't get the envelope when you do
that's
something
one thing you want to keep away from.
FedEx envelope.
FedEx envelope, especially on a Tuesday.
I learned about it. For y'all that don't know, when these guys do something and the league sends it to them, it comes in a nice FedEx envelope.
On your off day.
On your off day, but you did enjoy it. So I'm glad you haven't gotten any of those this year. Speaking about the humbleness, man, I picked on you in the locker room saying that day, what was it, Wednesday, you walked to practice by yourself, a little early, same old Kawann Short thing, just humble, huh?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, not that I walk out there on purpose by myself, but, I just leave at a certain time. So I leave probably about 10 or 15 minutes before we have to be on the field and just get out there and get stretching.
Yeah, and I said, not that I expected you to change, but it's just like if you win something, some of your peers may want to talk about it or, boost you up, and you just.
Yeah, we talk about it within the locker room or on the field, but, once that time clock, once you got to punch that clock, it's go time. And, the whole 24-hour rules for a win, it goes the same thing for the, player of the week.
Yeah. And you guys, on that plane ride coming back, you said everything was not so celebratory about we just won, but it was kind of like business as usual.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we went down there with the mindset that we was going to win. If we had to do what it take, it wasn't going to be an easy win. And it wasn't new to us. I mean, we lost to these guys, a lot of times before. But, that whole week going to practice, it felt something different. And everybody felt the chemistry and the hard work that we put in, and the outcome came.
Is there anything a little extra special when you sack one of the celebrity quarterbacks? The Russell Williams or those top tier quarterbacks. Is there anything extra special to it?
Not during the game, but afterwards, she'd be like, "Oh, okay, I got Wilson, I got Manning, and the Mike Vick." You always want to sack those guys, especially or sack in general in the game. It's a big accomplishment. Is
there any quarterback that you are eager to sack that you ain't got to yet? Look like you set yourself up, right?
Set me up, man. Just the best, man. All the quarterbacks right now that are starting is, obviously at the top of their game. You want to sack a Brady, you want to sack the Mannings and Mike Vicks. And
is it a little special when you sack a scrambling quarterback?
Definitely. You got to get a little agile to yourself as far as the big guys, but just to get in the sack in general, man, it's hard work, and you have to strive to get back there, strain to get back there.
Yeah. Now, I saw something on social media. I wanted to ask you about it. Is there something that you have with an organization that if you get a sack, that they get something? The
orthodontic. Yeah. So I teamed up with my orthodontic. Every sack is a younger kid get free cleaning and a free teeth exam. So trying to rack them up, trying to get unlimited sacks this year just to help out the kids, and I'm all for it.
Is that back in your hometown?
No, it's actually in Charlotte.
Oh, okay.
So Dr. Lineberg.
Free shout out to Dr. Lineberg about when he gets a sack and some kid gets some free treatment. That's good to hear, man.
Free treatment, yeah.
So I can ask you questions all day, but I like to do this for the fans. So I'm gonna go over here to my Periscope and see what the people are saying, what they want to ask you. So for you guys that have been logged on, now is your chance to ask Mr. Short any personal questions, any football questions, and I'll...
Not too personal.
Not too personal, but they might...
I'm with it. I'm open right now.
They might want to know what kind of shoes you're rocking today.
Oh, these black, white, and red Hirachis, came out probably a month ago.
A month ago. Okay. I'm not a shoe guy, but I just like to ask.
They're just comfortable. They're just comfortable.
They look nice.
Yeah.
They look clean. Are you dressing up for Halloween, man?
Yeah, but I haven't figured out what I want to be yet.
You gonna make the costume? Or you gonna order the costume?
That's the interesting question. I was Frankenstein last year, and that was just something quick. But this year, Frank, Charles Johnson, and Cal Love have a Halloween costume, breast cancer awareness costume party Monday the 26th. So I'm trying to go something fancy and try to win the best costume award in there.
The team has a Halloween party.
Yeah, that's
too,
what
right?
it's at. Yeah.
Oh, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
How do I get on that? Y'all don't let the media guys in there, do you?
I don't know, man. Probably if you leave the cameras back.
Just leave the camera.
Yeah, you can come. It's at Strike City.
Okay. Hoverboard, man. Do you have one? You want one? Or you afraid of that weight limit, man?
I'm afraid of the weight limit. I'm afraid to fall. I'd rather go with a Segway than a Skywalker or a hoverboard.
Okay.
Segway, you get the little handles and you can steer where you're going, but nah, I can't do the hoverboard.
You got any toys like that around?
Nah.
Anything else?
Nah.
Okay. You just get in the car and
Just
go.
get in the car, come to work, go home.
Recently, there was a player that got on in the locker room, got a little exposed, and so there was some talk about players and the media policies for in the locker room, right? Did you hear about that one?
I didn't.
Okay, so in Cincinnati, they were interviewing the guy and basically got the players walking around nude and aired on NFL Network. So share that with you to say, what do you think about the NFL policy in the media? Do we have too much access to you guys? Is it just right? Need fine-tuning?
I wouldn't say too much access, just we don't have enough time to get showered and dressed.
Yeah.
Probably just, because you guys come right, 150 or 140 right after practice?
Yeah.
Give us probably about 20 minutes to shower or something. And then, you wouldn't have to worry about that. So I wouldn't say it's too much access. It's just, not enough time.
Okay. Post-game, you think we need more time? We get 10 minutes after the game.
Post-game? Yeah, because the coaches take about 10 minutes to talk to you. So probably about 20.
Okay.
But that's just my opinion.
That's just your
I don't make the rules.
No. Locker room. Well, speaking about the locker room, who's next to you in the locker room? Who you got?
I got to my right, I got Mario Addison, number 97, and then I got to my left, Coney Ely, 94.
Okay. Big Ely.
Big Ely.
The next question is about you being a fan of comedy, because you went to the big show.
I did.
With DL and Cedric.
Yeah.
You a big comedy fan?
I am. I've been watching it growing up. You watch all the Kings of Comedy. You even watch Comedy Def Jam when you was growing up, and I like a good laugh.
Okay. Now this is building on your recent award. Do you have any personal goals? Now, of course, the team goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. But is there anything that you want to achieve by the end of this season?
Pro Bowl.
Pro Bowl?
That's every player, but just come in and knowing that your hard work pays off. Pro Bowl is definitely in the near future, and that's one goal that I've been working for.
All right. So let's talk about this Eagles matchup, Sunday Night Football.
Let's talk about it.
What's in store? What can the fans expect to see?
Man, we're gonna be that defense. We feel that we got a good edge on what they do and how they work towards running outside zones and far as creating pressure, and as a defensive line, we got to come off the ball. That's the number one goal, is to come off the ball and creating a whole new line of scrimmage, and that way you get the running back and those guys to cut back and open it up for Luke. But at the same time, you just got to do your job, and if we all do our job as one, the outcome would be just as well as the last 5 games.
You got any pregame rituals?
Listen to a couple music, couple tracks, but
come on, share the tracks, man. We want to know.
Well, I listen to Lil Wayne, man. I Miss My Dog, and that's dedicated to my uncle who passed away on Thanksgiving 6 years ago. So that's one of the songs that I repeat. But other than that, I let the iPod shuffle.
Okay. Now, for this Sunday's game, if you had to pick one or the other, which is the bigger motivation? the opportunity to avenge the loss from the Eagles last year during prime time or remaining unbeaten?
I'm gonna go with remain unbeaten. I mean, we can't dwell on last year. I mean, we know those guys got the best of us, but when they go undefeated, we still go unbeaten. Obviously, we took that, that that we had last year, and we took it this year and beat those guys as well. So that unbeaten is, that's what I'm gonna go for.
Undefeated. All right. That's it. Thanks for all the questions that came through on Periscope. Are you guys able to tell how excited the city is right now?
Oh yeah, I mean, this time last year I was in Harris Teeter. All you hear is, "Are you big? You must play football." But now it's like they don't even ask me no more. They just assume like, "Oh, you play football. Good job, Sunday." And this whole city's behind you. So it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling that we're doing a good job and the fans is right behind them.
Now, when you're out at Harris Teeter, or when you're out for the most part, are you wearing the Panthers logo, or are you hiding it? Because I'll never forget my man Brandon Williams, who's he's down in Miami now. But Brandon Williams, I saw him at Target, and he had on this Black Panther stuff. He still had the logo, but he had his hoodie over, and you could tell he was just trying to be low key. But it's like, Brandon, you like 6'4", big old, and you got so.
I don't go to the store. Like before I go to the store, I'm like, I don't know, I ain't gonna wear this Panther stuff. If I got it on during the day, then I'm just gonna go to the store. But you always want to be in disguise. If you got your old college, everybody's going to be like, oh, you went to Purdue or, whatever school you went to, right. You're this big, you must play, some type of sport. And sometimes you give them a little hard time. No, I'm a security guard for Epic Center. So I just like to play with them. Then some people just, actually caught me one time. I was like, no, I'm a security guard for the Epic Center. It was like, no, you're this player. I was like, oh, okay, well, I apologize.
I apologize.
But you asked for a reason, so I just assumed that you didn't know who I was. You just assumed I was big. So
did you give him an autograph at least? Come on.
He didn't ask for it, but I would have.
What tickets? Everybody wants some tickets.
Yeah, might have to do a giveaway or something.
You should. Who was it? It was I forget his name. 2 years ago, was a guy that always gave away tickets every week. He was a defensive back, older guy.
Might have to do that.
His locker was almost across from yours, but he would have a contest.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to think of what guy I could convince to do it, and we partner together and do this little contest every week to win his tickets, man.
That don't sound bad, man. We might have to think about that.
I'll remember who he was. So that's it, man. I want to keep it quick. You got a big game on Sunday. For those of you that are watching on YouTube, I always invite you, number one, to subscribe to the channel. That way, as I get guys like Kawann in the locker room, I don't want to get an envelope from FedEx either saying that I violated the policy. I can only have those up for 24 hours. So if you subscribe, you'll be able to see those as soon as they come up. And also, if you download the Periscope app, when we do these videos, you'll have a chance to ask whoever I'm talking to a question live. Kawann, social media, you want to let them know about how to find you on social media?
Yeah, you can find me at KK_Mr93. And that's for Instagram and Twitter. Facebook, I don't really have it. I don't really be on it.
Okay.
So yeah, that's about it.
And this might be a stupid question. Where's the KK come from?
I had it ever since I was young, and my uncle gave me that name, so I'm just gonna ride it to the grave as well.
So it's not a middle initial or anything?
No, my middle initial started with an A. All right, so I guess I was just young and was big for my size, and they just added another K to it.
Just doubled you up.
Just doubled me up.
Well, that's it, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate
you coming
it.
by, sir.
Thanks for having me on.